Hi everyone, it's Dr. Powers. Welcome to week 1 of our class. I hope that everybody had a little time to get familiar with the course, reviewing everything that I have for you out on Moodle. Remember, if you come across something and you're unclear or you have a question, I want you to email me. I want you to contact me because I don't want you wondering or having questions that I can perhaps just quickly answer for you. So please remember to use my email and my phone if you need to get in touch with me for any questions you might have. So let's start. Week 1 is a great introduction to the class. You'll be doing some work on current events and you'll also be posting an introduction. And so let's just take a look at the activities and you can see how I structure each week for you. I have the dates of the weeks, and remember our class begins on a Thursday and ends on a Wednesday, and that will be true throughout all 7 weeks of the class. In this week, I'm going to ask you to read chapter 1. I want you to introduce yourself, and then I want you to complete the current events form. So let's take a look at each of those activities. In the introduction discussion forum, I just want you to share a little bit about yourself, years of experience, maybe where you teach, what you teach. If you have a fun fact or two about yourself, that's always nice. I do want you to start right in on issues. I want you to list the top issues that you feel are most important in teaching and learning. Rank them in order of importance from most worthy of attention to being lesser, but all of them are going to be important issues in your opinion. This is going to start to form the basis for your work in this course as you begin to explore some of these topics, discuss them with your peers, read, do some writing. And so just keep that in mind as you start listing them out, that this can begin again to form some of the basis for the work you'll do in this class. Then I want you to use chapter 1, and in particular there's a table in chapter 1 that talks about different philosophies, and I want you to tell us which philosophy you believe best represents your own personal philosophy for teaching and learning, and then explain how it connects or influences the issues that you gave us in your list and in your introductory post. Okay, and then for this week only, this is the only week where you do not need to go and read peers' posts and respond to them, but you are certainly welcome to do that. All right, the other activity this week is current events, and we'll be doing this for the next 4 weeks of our class. And as you recall from my introductory video, I mentioned that there will be 2 groups. The first group will always be finding an article that is out in the current media today on education or on an education topic. And then the other group, group 2, will be responding. And so 1 week you will be finding an article and posting about it. And while that group is doing that, the other group will be looking and reading those articles, reading your posts, and responding to what you posted. And again, this is my effort to just start to encourage you to look very carefully at what the media is presenting to the general public. Remember, you're going to pick an article that is not from our typical educational group of readings. It's not going to come off of your educational journals or EdWeek or Edutopia or any of the journals that come across your desk. I want you to pick something that anybody, your friend down the street who's not in education, would be able to read or maybe might see on their local news. Okay? So that's how you're going to select your article to post on, and then we and group 2 will be responding to what you post. Remember, I have information for you about the content right up here under current events discussion forum and grading. Okay? And that's going to be it for this week. So it's a nice start to our week. I hope that everybody is off to a good start in your schools. Hopefully, if you're getting ready to go, you feel rested and ready and your classroom is where you want it to be, because this class will move pretty quickly. We'll honestly be halfway through the class before you even can think hard. So I do encourage you to just stay on top of things. Remember, class runs from Thursday to Wednesday, which I know is kind of funky, but you'll get used to it. The majority of the group discussion forums, just keep that in mind. Those are always going to be due on Sunday night, so please shoot for that. The reason they're due on Sunday night is to give your colleagues, your peers that are in your groups, the chance to respond to your posts, because that's part of our work when we have group discussion posts. Okay, so for this week, you do not have to reply to anybody in the introduction discussion forum. You do need to reply if you're in group 2 for the current events. And then next week, we'll get into our smaller group discussions as we start breaking apart some of the chapters of our book. All right, everybody, have a great week, and I will see you online.